Welcome back to Crafts and Coffee with Krisandkel. I'm Kel, and today I'm very excited because we have a post review. I love post reviews. There's something about unboxings. They're great. They're fun. I want to buy. But once you work on something, you really get to know it personally. The drills, the canvas, the image, the symbols. Post reviews give you a clear and concise evaluation of the kit as a whole. And this one is actually the first post review that we have on our channel that we both unboxed and finished. So hopefully this year we'll bring a lot more of those. And I took a lot of notes while I was working on this kit. This was my first Dreamer Designs kit that I worked on. I love the image. It's called Jasmine by Regan Kubecek. Unfortunately, this is no longer available. I really hope they bring it back. It's just so striking, so we can cross our fingers on that. So getting into this is a square canvas, 47 colors, and it did not have any ABs. I did add my own, so I'm going to show you where I added those. Now overall, I wanted to let you know that I am using Jennifer Roberts' book, Diamond Painting Guide and Logbook, in this review, and I did fill out Jasmine's page. I didn't put her, this one didn't come with a small sticker, so I may just print a picture and put it on the page there. So I had purchased this back in November of 2020. It shipped in 2 days from the date I purchased it, and then I received it, let's see, about 5-6 days later, which is great. I started it on January 1st. And I completed it 22 days later. This is Mystique here, interrupting. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I have completed a square DAC before I did this one, a large Chuck Pinson. And I found the squares to be very close together. These squares were not. There was a small gap in between the squares, and you probably can't tell because the canvas is printed so well, but I felt like these squares were very forgiving for new beginners. I felt that this was a faster workup for squares. And it's very shiny, as you can see. I love the colors. This kind of throws me off a little bit, the coloring around her nose. When you look at it from further away, it just kind of works, but close up, it kind of throws me off a little bit. The stickiness was great. There was no sliding of the drills. Like I said, I think this would be a great one, a square for beginners. I did use my pen more than tweezers on this one. It helped me gain confidence in my multi-placing as well. So most squares I had done predominantly with tweezers, but I found myself more comfortable using a pen with this one. I'll go ahead and show you where I switched out ABs and special drills. And also I want to show you what I had left over. So, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Well, before I do all that, let me just show you the ABs and the special drills. So, for the lips, I replaced 605, so I use 605 for the lips. Hopefully we can get that to focus. There we go. So I added those in the lightest part of her lips. There. Right? Got to have that bling. Then I used 820. Where did I write down 820? Okay. These I put in her eyes. So 820 I had added to her eyes, and then you will see, sorry, it's not perfect. Okay, you will see that I added Tima, or DP with Sparklers, Quad Cube in her eyes. I did a poll on Facebook or Instagram, and I had everyone vote. And the majority of the people chose the Quad Cube. And that's what those look like. They're called Quad Cubes because they take up 4 places on a canvas, and you can use them for either round or square canvases. And then the other AB change I made was with this 775. It's a pretty blue. And sorry, what I did with that is you see throughout her hair, those little squares that are kind of throughout. I put the ABs in there too. Oh, and it looks like I put some in there in her star. So those are the changes I made. And then I'm gonna go over what I had left over and the trash. And then at the end, I'm gonna go ahead and do an aerial view. I love looking at aerial views of canvases. Let's back up. Okay. So this is what I used to kit this up since there were so many colors, 47. I had something left of everything, but some of them came, you know, pretty close to being out. And I do put a piece of dryer sheet in each container to control any static. I did drop this tray, and I made a little note of that because I didn't, you know, and I still had plenty left. So as for the trash, okay, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? There was a lot of trash. This is a cover minder I have that I keep my trash in, and it's full. It's full. So I'm going to pour the trash out into this tray. I think it's important to keep your trash, especially if there's, you know, a significant amount, you know. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of trash. There were knobbly bits. These two are stuck together. Little tabs at the side, you know, kind of some junk here and there. And you know what? Be picky with your squares. It's worth it. Because if you put one on there that has a knobbly bit or doesn't sit right, it's going to throw your whole canvas off. Please be picky with your squares. I do. It's definitely worth it. So there's my trash, and I am so happy that I can dekit now and use this container for something else. So let's see if I covered everything according to Jen's book. So post review, the canvas glue, I mentioned that it was sticky and not slippery. I didn't have bubbles, rivers, any issues there. I really, really liked it. And actually, I made note of the plastic cover that was on top. It seemed like it was thicker than usual. So I don't know. I just, you know, I just made note of that. Symbol clarity. Okay, this is where I gave it a 4 out of 5. I made note that there were a couple of symbols that were hard to read and a little blurry. I did use a light pad with this, you know, that always helps. So that was really my only issue besides the drill quality was the trash. I like that the squares are a little smaller. They're more forgiving. They don't bump right up against each other, but I like that because in the overall final, you know, picture, you don't see that. The design success, I love it. It came out beautiful. You know, that color around her nose kind of throws me off, but as long as you look at her like as a whole, it's a good thing. And then the experience was awesome. Like, I would not hesitate to get another Dreamer Designs. You know, I've heard great things and not so great things, and I wanted to make my own decision, and I did that, and I was happy. And, you know, I'm willing to work on another canvas of theirs for sure. All right, guys, so I'm going to end this here. I will do an aerial view of the canvas so you can see everything close up, and I will leave links below in the description box for where I got the special ABs and the quad cubes for her eyes. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave your thoughts below, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, crafters.